All right. Well, yeah. So we're all here. Welcome to the latest episode of the Ruix podcast. I am Drew Bissell. As John probably mentioned in the introduction, he is not here this week, and that's just because of a scheduling conflict. We'll leave it at that. We're here with the participants of the DAC Music Series Project 1. It's a program that we did for about 12 weeks starting February 10th, and it's all thanks to an Iowa Arts Council grant that we were gifted. I'm here with the participants of this program, high school students that signed up for this thing and let us kind of guide them along in this this program that was focused on collaboration and songwriting, and it was really just, this really cool thing. I think we're going to start with you guys introducing yourselves, starting over here with you, Bud. If you guys just give us an idea of who you are and what you do, and we'll just kind of go around the circle that way.
Yeah, I'm Slam Master. I'm Lyric. I'm an MC. I'm a rapper. Yeah, that's all I do. What you do,
man? I'm Christian Timmermans. I try to play the guitar and I sing. And apparently I play drums too, right?
You're right.
We're sharing the mic.
I'm Austin and I play guitar.
I'm Oda Banga. I am Johnny. I go by many names, and I play guitar. I sing and many other things too. I'm just many.
You beat me to that one.
I'm Olivia Dudgeon and I sing.
I'm Josie Weiland and I play bass.
I'm Logan Pint and I play guitar.
I'm Addison Aronson. I play guitar for the Dickey Birds.
Dickey Birds.
I'm Isaiah Hessling, and I sing and play guitar, and I know a little bit of bass.
Atta guy.
I'm Gabe Vanderbrook, and I'm proudly the only drummer.
Yeah.
All right.
Represent.
John would have argued with you, but he doesn't get to this time.
Where is John, by the way? Did he leave?
Aerosmith.
No, Alice Cooper.
Ooh.
Yeah, he went to a concert. Yeah. He hasn't.
Good for him.
Yeah, he didn't offer to take any of us, actually. So,
Podcast there.
That would have been so cool.
yeah.
At the Alice Cooper concert.
Yeah. I'm sure it crossed his mind, like, oh, we could all just relocate and go do that. That'd be good. No, yeah, he had those plans before we even talked about doing this. And, I mean, as he probably also mentioned in the introduction, we did this once already, and it just didn't work. So this was completely off the cuff. I guess, now that we know who you guys are, it'd be pretty interesting to hear about how you guys heard about this program. Like, I know you guys are all either in high school or freshly out of high school or about to be out of high school, but, I mean, we kind of put some feelers out there to get people involved in this, and you guys all just kind of came to us, which was super rad. So, yeah, how did you guys become aware of this program? And we don't have to go around, I mean, like, chip in wherever you want. We don't have to do around the circle like we did before.
Dear God, Olivia. They're
We'll
gonna
edit that.
hear that in the podcast.
Well, it's not getting edited now that we talked about it.
I heard about the program from what he said. No, from a teacher. A teacher. I can't mess with you, though. From a teacher that goes from our school, that works at my school, and he told me about it, and he got me connected with the right people. You feel me? And I finally came in after like the third week. So yeah. I think legit it was like the fifth, but yeah.
It might have been 7th or 8th.
Nah. Actually, this is my first time. No.
Yeah. You're not Stefan.
No. But yeah.
My name's actually Landon.
I'm from Waterloo. Okay. Yeah, and that's how I learned about it. Who's next? You want to get on that? Hit that. There you go.
I heard about it from my good friend Senpai-chan, Eric Bellotti.
Cool.
My best bud.
Good
in
guy.
The whole world. Good guy. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
I heard about it. My art teacher is Mr. Fouch, and the other that art teacher the other art teacher is Miss Eagle, who is John's sister,
Right.
and she had the papers for it. So then he gave it to me because he knew I play guitar. So then I just like read up on it and started emailing Rick and stuff, and came here.
Killer. Rick, also her brother-in-law. Don't know if you know that.
I think the way I heard about this is a while ago, my brother and Brendan Kemp and I played a little gig here because we are season 3. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Shameless plug. Season 3 on SoundCloud. And
Yeah, your brother, by the way, videographer Ethan Vanderbrook, right?
also true.
All right.
Yeah. And so I think my dad was our roadie, and so
Oh God.
he was talking
I
to
remember your roadie dad.
Yeah. And he was talking to Bob, and they like started talking because he was doing sound, and then I forget if it was my dad or Bob said something about the Sun Pins, which was my dad's band in high school, and so then they started talking about that, and I think since then my dad and Bob had started talking, my dad was somehow connected. So then, I think my dad told me.
Hashtag Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, so you're connected.
Yeah, I am connected.
Right on. Well, I mean, is that a pretty similar story for all you guys? Like, you guys kind of heard it from. I know Bilotti was like huge for that. A lot of the times, talking to you guys about how you heard about it going through the program.
Yeah,
He was-
and I think I heard it on like Dubuque 365. Well, I didn't hear it. I read it in the paper. Dubuque 365, that one that's like local. I just seen it, so I just
Cool. Oh yeah, so you saw like our call to participants kind of thing.
Yeah, yes.
Killer.
And it said show up here at a certain time, so I just went with it.
Right on.
I stopped at my local music store, Ron Nelly's, and because I always like talk to my guitar teacher, Tony Brown, just check up, see what he's doing, and he mentioned me like this program, and he said it had already started, and they're like halfway through it. So I ended up contacting Rick, and he told me to talk to you.
Yeah, he shot you my way. Yeah.
So I joined in like the 5th week.
I have a similar story. Same guy, Tony Brown at Riodelli. He's my bass teacher, except he told me about the program like a week or two before it started. And he was really excited about it. And he's like, this is a new thing going on. This is where you can really show off your bass skills and stuff, get into local music. And so he gave me a sheet with Rick's email address on it. And I emailed him and ended up pretty good.
Tony Brown's actually also my guitar teacher.
He's everywhere.
He's
So-
not my guitar teacher.
Tony, pretty
You don't play
instrumental
guitar,
as
Gabe.
well.
You play drums.
Exactly.
He also does teach drums though, and I took like 2 classes with him, and that was it.
So you are a drummer.
You know what?
You
Fight
kept
me,
that
Drew.
from us for 13 weeks.
My mom told me about it. She's pretty cool. Yeah.
I have heard. I don't know your mom, but I heard she went to school with John or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Way back whenever
Wait,
that
actually,
was.
she's not even that old. She's
Yeah, neither is he actually. It's
Yeah.
just funny because I'm not that old. Well, I mean, I think one thing that was striking to all of us was that you guys all took the initiative to do that. I mean, it wasn't even hearing you guys get hooked up through Tony or through Eric. It was that you guys then like had to make that next step, and I think that's one thing that kind of really sets you guys apart from any other kids that are probably out there even taking lessons or something. Is that you guys were looking for people to play with. Moving through like the first couple weeks of the program, it seems like in that 4th or 5th week, like when you started coming down, Logan, when you started coming down, is when everything kind of started to click. What was that like for you guys to do that? Like, what was it like for you guys to kind of feel out that first month or so and then figure out like, okay, I'm going to play with this person, I'm going to play with that person? Like, what was going on with you guys then?
I didn't figure out what the hell I was doing till like the last few weeks, I'll be honest. Like, I thought I had something going, and then it changed, and it changed again, and then I dropped all of it, and I restarted something else, and then at the very end, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do these 3 songs. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and they were ragers. You had them dialed in, man. Yeah, you guys like Addison, Isaiah, you guys kind of started. I know jamming
Yeah.
right away, but you guys really seem to get your thing dialed in.
Yeah, that's true. We actually started jamming like after what was it, like the 4th week or something, and he started going over to my house and we were like practicing some songs, and he was writing a bunch of songs down on like a sheet, and we were like going through them all, and whichever ones we thought we were like pretty solid on that we should like perform, we chose, and we ended up doing those 3 that we did in the show, right?
Yeah, and also we if we had a couple that we picked and we later on decided this isn't like our very strong point, then we just decided maybe we'll just change to something that we think we're more solid on, as Addison said, and I think sometimes you have to do that. It's like, even if you're not sure, give it a shot, and if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. It's just like trial and error.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I remember you guys were jamming on like a John Lee Hooker song at one point, and
Yeah.
just decided like, yeah, we're not gonna include that, and you know that happens.
Oh, okay, it's my turn. For me, it was really awkward because
too,
I'm just
actually.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't all sunshine and roses. You know,
Yeah.
like it couldn't have all been perfect. Like, what was going on? Sunshine, you want to get in on this now that you've come in?
Get in this.
I accidentally used your name.
Sade.
Sade.
Sade. Holla him out.
It's not
Let 'em know.
Sunshine and Axl Roses.
There you go.
There was a lot of that. See, where were you on the vocals then? We'll get into that.
For me, being the only rapper, it was like I was like, why am I here?
Right.
Like, what am I doing? You know, why am I here?
Well, and especially
You feel
like
me?
I remember the first time you came in, that had to have been awkward because it was like the one time one of the mentors that specializes in rap, like, you know, had a prior engagement and couldn't be here. So it was like, okay, Stefan finally comes and Case isn't here. And then the next week is like, okay, Case is back, man. Like, Stefan couldn't get a ride. Like,
Exactly.
we're never going to hear this kid, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was really weird. And but I always had like an ear for music, and maybe music that's not in my genre, in my corn, yeah. And not around the corn. Yeah, so it started off, me and this man were supposed to like do a song together. He had that riff, and that riff was freaking insane.
Yeah.
Did you ever find something to do with that? Shot.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's the answer to that.
That's coming up soon. Oh, you want to pop? Okay. Popping.
That'll look good on the video.
I bet it does.
That'll be behind the menu.
Zoom in on that.
slow-mo.
Did y'all
On
zoom
loop.
in on that? Y'all got that popping lock?
I just realized we're on.
You got that popping lock? He got that popping lock. All right. So yeah, and yeah, it was just really weird. And then you know, my homie Oda.
Yeah.
Say what's up, Oda. That's right. My homie Oda. And I started thinking about projects to do together, and we hooked up and went to his studio and whatnot, and we had some fun, made some beats. It was just a chill time, you know. And this girl,
He stayed up for.
she
straight 12
also
hours.
don't let her face fool you. Don't let her face
Yeah,
fool
we
you.
should
She
talk
plays a
about that.
mean triangle and a mean flute.
Keep hearing about this.
Tambourine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up?
Stefan, I got a question for you, Stefan. How the hell did you go for 12 hours straight?
How?
Oh dear God. Music. When I say music is in my blood, I literally take a freaking syringe and take it, dude.
No, those are called Monster energy drinks, not music energy drinks, man.
I don't know. I was
He was eating raw
Yes.
coffee grounds, man.
and the cocaine.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk about anything like that. Probably.
What is this podcast rated, man? Is this MA?
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
End the edit at the clap. Let's get a mic back to Sunshine. So you can
Sunshine.
get-
Tell him what it's
yeah,
about.
you came in late. Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Sunshine, and I'm a singer, and I write,
Okay,
and I play guitar, but not here, I guess.
right on. Well, yeah, I mean, you've probably got a completely different perspective on like at least how those first few weeks went, at least because that was kind of a real trial and error time for you, especially like it visibly, like it looked like you were trying to find like where you fit in and who could play with you and stuff. How did that all start to kind of click together? Because I was right around like that first month or like 5 weeks.
Basically, I think I was more talking to Al the most out of like all the mentor people because he knew like a lot of who my influences were and like what I wanted to do. And then he kind of hooked me up with Noah, and then we started talking, and then we figured out like what kind of music we wanted to do, and then other people just kind of came in and sounded really good. And
I thought it sounded killer, and yeah, it was cool to watch that gradually build for sure.
yeah.
I mean, I think you guys started out like you said, you and Noah, and then like Cool
Yeah.
Man, who's on drums, Gabe's on drums, and then you guys wind up with Josie on bass
Hashtag
and
that.
2 other guitar players. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, and it
I
ended
think
up all
those.
kind of sounding better than I thought it would. So
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else? What, Logan? Where are you at, man? What did you think when you came into this thing?
His face right
I was really scared. I did not know anyone.
Right.
And
What about me? You know me.
Dang.
well, I knew Josie, but that's it.
Okay.
But then like I walk in here and like everyone's like looking at me like, who the hell is this kid?
Well, yeah, and I think I even forgot to have you like introduce yourself. Like, all right, let's all get playing. Like,
I did not know.
Logan already knows what to do. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, you fell right in. You fell right in with Austin. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you guys went right to work on that original of yours, like right first night you were here. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like you guys both have GNR shirts on. Like, sit down together. Austin, what was that? What was that like for you to have to bring that original in and have Logan kind of come in and be able to work on that with not just Logan but like Casey and John?
It was a lot easier than me sitting there at home
Yeah,
with just by myself trying to figure out. All right, what do I put for the chorus? Now I need another verse, and they
It-
contributed a lot of that.
worked for you being able to like bounce ideas off people
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Is that
Yeah.
kind of around the board like what you guys all kind of experienced? I mean, had any of you guys like worked on songs with other people before? Or was this the first time for a lot of you guys writing stuff with other people and working on stuff with other people?
This was definitely my first time. I know that being only bassist here, not having any background in any other instruments, it was really awkward for me, and I kind of just used this place as a place to practice bass because you can't really practice at home, too loud, stuff
Right.
like that. So really, I got to make up bass lines and stuff like that. So there wasn't too much bouncing ideas off of other people unless I like go up to Bob and like check in with him on, hey, how does this sound? And
Right.
stuff like that.
Well, that's kind of what we made ourselves available for sure. You guys, I know Christian, like you guys even already mentioned, like you guys were writing stuff together and kind of bouncing stuff off each other. Like same with you, Johnny. And
Well, I was gonna like every song that I have ever written, I've never written a second verse to it ever. And then Case the Joint helped me out. So shout out to him for having me make a song that was not only like 30 seconds long and having the shortest set ever. So yeah.
My experience for music in general has been sitting on my bed in my room just jamming with myself, and
Right
that's
on.
it. That's all I've never performed in front of anyone. I've never really done anything like that. It's all been me and my classes, of course. But I suck at writing a lot, like hardcore. I hardcore suck at writing.
You don't
Fight me?
I've heard some of your stuff, man. Come on, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It came out wrong.
I was just gonna say I've had like ideas before about stuff that I talk with other people a while ago, but the thing that was nice about this is they had all the sources here. Like they have amplifiers because I only have like one amp. I only have 2 amps at my house, but they're not that like really good. And then if I were to meet up with somebody somewhere else at like their house, they have just I show up and they got this like small amplifier that's not the same thing. So it's nice to have also mentors here to help us out, so we know what we want to do and how to get like an actual show together.
Right.
So I thought that helped a lot.
Good to hear,
And,
man. I mean,
yeah,
that was our idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like to thank all you guys for that too.
Appreciate it. Oh, a round of applause. I will accept those claps on behalf of all the mentors. Because, yeah, man, this being we're not even a week out from that show. And I know that we've all been kind of riding this high wave of like, oh, man, like, I don't even know how to process how rad that was. We
should.
like, absolutely. We're trying to figure out how to make that happen.
Summer show.
A summer show. Oh, we'll rent out the band shell.
Hey, speaking about Project 2, I know that I mentioned Project 1 to a friend of mine. He's on piano and stuff, and he'd really like it if there was a Project 2.
We want nothing more than to. If it was up to us, Project 1 would just be a 52-week-a-year program. We are trying to work out when the next one's going to be. And honestly, like, tell your friends and stuff, because, yeah, we want to make this thing happen bigger and badder than ever going forward.
Is it going to be on the same Facebook page, though? Or do we have to join a new group?
No, we'll make it really complicated.
Just like change the 1 to a 2.
No, I want to write the name backwards. You're going to have to, like, figure it out. We'll send you guys out, like, a decoder ring, and you got to line it up.
Gotta learn a secret handshake to get through the door.
Yeah, R is 9, so now you got to get it out. What were you guys, as a lot of first-time performers, what were you guys thinking? Like, I know you were pretty nervous day of. How did you guys handle, like, any nervousness or anything going on? Because, like, you're not able to drink like me to get rid of stuff like that.
I have this this really weird technique called I don't do that. I kind of just I let it fester inside of my soul, and it sits there.
Yeah.
And then I get through the show, and then I hate myself afterward. And that's how it goes.
Well, I still do all those steps. I just kind of haze through a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was so nervous. Like, when we first got up there, I was just, like, sweating so much. Not just because of the lights, though, because it was
so
it
was
so
that number of people
was.
in that kind of place, like, yeah,
Yeah, but, like, yeah, I was just, like, totally, like, I'm forgetting, like, what notes I'm supposed to play, and I'm just like, oh, crap, like, how am I going to do this? And then, I mean, I guess it sounded pretty good, but
You guess.
it sounded perfect.
But
Yeah.
I thought it was really good when I slipped the Terminator shades on. I mean, seriously, I felt like so different when I had the shades on. Like,
Right.
it really helps, especially with like the bright lights too.
Oh,
I mean,
I can't see shit without
Okay.
yeah. That's a thin line between I look cool and I can't see my hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. No,
I was so.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Was even waiting for you.
Okay, so I was kind of scared because the song Logan and I did, where like it was kind of last minute, so it was kind of scary to like go. We practiced outside in the rain before because we wanted to make sure we got it.
Oh, like
so
at
the
the
place.
smokestack.
Yeah, we went outside and I almost got hit by a door. It was kind of bad, but we got it. No, we were outside of the building, like right outside the door, and I was standing by the door because we didn't want to get all like rainy.
It was a bad storm,
And
guys.
so-
There was doors and animals.
No, I'm not kidding. The door opened, and I stood behind the door for like 3 minutes while I was singing and while he was playing. It was really bad, but
Yeah, I was pretty scared doing that song with her because that was like the first time we played it. It didn't mess up
Yeah.
and like pause.
Well, yeah, but you'd already even been on stage before. You already did 3 songs with Shot to the Heart.
Yeah, well,
It was
like
just
before
the-
that, I've had like stage experience because like I'm good friends with Johnny Walker,
Oh, yeah.
and I always like sit in with him once in a while. So I don't know. I had some experience like that, so I wasn't really nervous.
Okay. But when it came time to like, okay, we got to do this new acoustic tune.
Yeah,
I'm
because like
on the
she told
spot.
me like last Sunday, she's like, "Hey, it would be cool to do the song with you." I was like, "All right, I'll learn it." And so like,
Man, you make me sound like an awful person.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're terrible. She forced me to learn it, and she said if I didn't learn it, she'd beat me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I wasn't
Okay.
gonna bring up that I saw her hitting you before the show. You brought it up, man. Yeah. It did sound good. So yeah, keep up the slaps.
it
I
was
guess.
fabulous. 1.7K.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't hit each other, but like, if it makes the show better.
Yeah, not even kidding. It's pretty awesome. Like, that's a lot.
The biggest thing that had me nervous about the show was being late coming to the show. Like,
Oh yeah.
I've had tons of years of acting classes from Bell Tower Theater, which is an awesome place. Everyone should go check it out. Anyways, I've been taking those acting classes ever since like first grade, so I'm really used and comfortable on stage.
Okay.
Playing bass was something new for me, but I had performed in 2 senior talent shows, open mic nights actually. And I performed in front of them, so I had already kind of feel for what it would be like, except this time everyone was actually watching the show instead of talking to their best friend sitting on the grass next to them. So that made me slightly more nervous, but I was still pretty okay with it.
Something that made me really nervous was when I got up there and like they kept talking.
Oh, I noticed.
Oh, yeah.
That was scary.
They wouldn't
Yeah,
stop talking, and I was like,
A lot of times, like, you know, shows will have like music between bands, and that kind of like when that fades, that'll kind of signal like, oh, we gotta be quiet. But yeah, I mean, that was just because our changeover was so. Yeah.
someone whistled really.
Yeah,
quiet,
I mean,
and that's
yeah.
what got everyone to.
And
like,
sometimes you just take it into your own hands. Oi! And that's, you know, like,
that's a good note.
what's that dude yelling on? Oh, he's gonna play guitar now. Yeah, exactly.
One of the things that did make me kind of nervous though was see, it's like a loop with me. When I get nervous, I forget. When I forget, I get nervous, and it just kind of goes around in circles. Like I'm on the stage, and there's like this red light in my face, so I couldn't see anyone. So I'm like, okay, go time, go time. I can't see
Oh,
any of you,
that-
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that light right in the middle of the stage was like
You
just
know,
right at.
I wanted the smoke, but I didn't get the smoke though.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, the
he
smoke
didn't
machine
get
was
smoke.
not us too,
He
by
did-
the way.
What?
I mean, like, I
Who
thought
did
that-
the smoke?
I thought it like made the atmosphere. Oh, somebody just brought a smoke machine.
What?
No, they didn't bring a smoke.
Dear God.
No, but like that wasn't like, you know, every other light's at the control of like whoever's behind the soundboard. Like somebody else triggered that, and it was just like, okay, so now it's gonna be warmer and more humid in here.
It was
That's-
pretty
It
cool.
smelled so bad.
smell of that stuff. It's like old waffles. Ugh.
I'm pretty sure I'm like the only, like me and Olivia are the only people that didn't get the smoke.
I didn't get the smoke
Yeah,
either.
we didn't get smoke.
I don't think I got the smoke.
I got the smoke.
I got smoked.
Yeah.
a
I
couple
I got plenty
times.
of that smoke.
Maybe they just decided
I got
it's
plenty of
sweaty
that
enough.
smoke.
to
That's
wear.
got the smoke.
I got plenty of that smoke.
There actually are vaping competitions too.
Secretly, like some hipster in there just in a little box.
A tiny hipster.
Tiny baby hipster.
That could be a good cartoon.
Mini hipster. Like
I'd watch that. I'd watch that. No doubt.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd read that comic strip.
Smurfy.
You have a new project to work on.
What made this guy, what made me nervous the most was the fact I did not know what songs I was doing until it already started.
Neither, yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
It's-
Neither did we.
Yeah, exactly.
I think even at the
just-
last practice, you were like, "Yeah, I'll do a couple for you guys, but like, I'm not gonna do these on Sunday." Like, that's a good sign.
Yeah. I had very good time.
Yeah.
No idea.
I
what
mean, that
was
takes
doing.
confidence to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Just like play the beat and then.
Rap over it. Yeah. Yeah.
that was how that performance went.
I got
Kristen,
on
did you
stage
just
and
get
all
up
I said
there?
was,
Did you just get up there with the guitar and like sing to guitar?
Oh, I mean, like, you just
like not even know what you were gonna do when you got on there?
You kept talking about corn. You would not
I
stop
did
talking
say-
about
I
corn.
did.
I saw
You
people
admire
like
from
moving
that,
their
too.
like.
I've been hearing
keep
about
on
some
going.
some song about corn for like 8 weeks now, and I still have no idea.
Yeah, we didn't get the song about corn.
Yeah.
I gave a
Sing
little
about corn,
demo
dude.
of it at the show, man.
We want the whole
See,
song.
but I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know what was a demo and you just messing around.
I mean, it was gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? We
Gonna drag
had
you to the
we had
studio and
DJ
make a song
Premier
about
producing
corn.
it, dog. It was yeah. Yellow fire. Corn.
like
fire.
hot butter.
Hot buttered corn.
Like buttery, peppery runoff.
There you go.
God.
Pretty good, man.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
Yeah. Anybody else?
Gabe,
Get on that,
how'd you
Gabe.
deal, bud?
I don't get nervous with anything anymore.
Stop.
I've
Confidence. Confidence.
I've been performing.
Yeah, you're in like a million things already.
I've been performing a long time for things in front of people, and I think it was this year I really stopped getting nervous. And someone was talking about something. I think it was like speech class. They're like, if you're not nervous, then that's bad because it means you don't care about it. But I'm like, I don't get nervous anymore.
I'm good like talking to crowds. I can deliver a full speech. I can't perform. I can't do it. It's too personal. Like,
Right.
I'm also in the back sitting on a chair.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the drummer, you get to kind of do like Addison with the glasses. Like, I'm back here behind cymbals, man.
Like, each instrument has like a different level of
Yeah.
nervousness to it
it's like
because
that.
it gets more personal.
Right.
Like if you're playing, bass or something, you're kind of in the back. No one's really paying attention. I'm sorry, Josie. No one's paying attention. But when you're like a vocalist, it's really it's you. It's your voice.
Oh yeah, it's hard on the sleeve.
The
stuff,
only
for sure.
the only time I get nervous is if I like mess up. Sometimes if I'm playing the same thing over and over again, my brain kind of shuts off and I actually forget what I'm doing. And then I'll just stop playing because I don't realize what I'm doing. And then I get nervous because I'm like, no, I messed up.
And then throw in that sick drop. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the double-edged sword of autopilot, man. Yeah, like you gotta stay on that stuff.
Yeah.
Sunshine, because you went up. I mean, like Christian was just saying, like you're a vocalist, so like it is a lot more personal than like playing guitar.
And
stuff
that's
like
why
that.
I like doing it. Performing is what I want to do for a living, and that's just part of it. You go up there and you just do whatever you want, and if you have something to say, that's basically why I do it, and it's just a natural thing to me. It's just a fun thing, and I don't really imagine doing anything else. So, yeah.
I had this friend, Austin Benson, who actually also was taught by Tony, that I wanted to get in on this, but he's like a deathcore guitarist.
We can make room for that, man.
Like, he's really good. Like, all he does when he gets home is he just goes down to his basement and plays guitar for like 4 or 5 hours every day.
deathcore.
Yeah, he just goes
Yeah.
all over. Dude.
So he's got one of those guitars that you see memes about that just has one string. He just does breakdowns for 6 hours.
But no, like he's got like the sickest like setup ever. He's got this this Kelly, this white Kelly, and oh my god, I want it.
Where's the story going?
I don't really. No, Gabe.
What was the
Yeah.
question?
I'll beat you up.
Hey,
I'm a
can I
sassy
say
person,
something
I'm
I
about
think
the
Gabe's
gig?
going to be in on the side, man, on all the podcasts going
So
forward,
sassy.
man. John needs a guy like this next to him.
Can I say something about the gig?
Yeah, absolutely.
When we were performing at the gig, when I was on stage, I could barely hear the bass. And so I'm like, if I fuck up, no one's going to hear it. So, you know.
Can we say that?
I
Yeah.
can hear my guitar bass.
Edit after the clap again, guys. Yeah. What
That's
are the
time.
what do the rest of you guys think now that the show's over? I mean, not what just more shows.
There you go,
More
another
shows. Keep it going.
I'm really disappointed that I'm not gonna be able to be here next time because I'll be
You
off
will,
doing
'cause you'll be in-
military stuff.
Right.
But I mean, I'll try to come back sometime.
You'll make
Like
it back.
hit me, tell me where you're at, and when I'm on leave, I'll
Well,
come
and that's
back
the thing.
jam with you guys.
I mean, since this program ended technically on Sunday with that show, I mean, we wouldn't even be able to feasibly start another project 2 until like we get more grant money. So there's already that gap.
Yeah, we should have charged admission at the
Yeah, we really should.
$5. People still would have came.
There's a bunch of hairy red tape that I don't even want to get to on the record about that. But we would not have been allowed to do that since we were given money to do this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm like
Um,
super bummed that it's all over.
But okay, so
Like food or something.
Yeah,
Well,
sell lemonade.
you brought a cookie cake 3 days late. Then.
I left my chicken at it.
We're not in a band.
Yeah, you told me.
You had
Oh,
chicken?
and your Gatorade bottle.
I left my chicken in my blanket there.
But since this program is not active right now, what are you guys gonna do? I mean, you guys are bands, you guys are musicians, you guys are playing now. Like you guys have a gig under your belt. You're guitar players and singers and drummers and stuff like that. Like, what are you guys thinking about doing?
I'm gonna make an
no.
album. I'm gonna make an
No, I was
album,
hoping
man.
I could-
Album.
I was hoping I could just stay in touch with you guys, because I mean, yeah, yeah, because like,
See, look at that
Here forever.
collab.
but
Calm down. I've been. Would you like? I've actually.
no.
Okay, go ahead.
But I was like really hoping to stay in touch with like you guys, because I know you guys have like awesome connections. Like I know my cousin Timmy Conley,
Yeah.
he's a drummer and he knows like a bunch of people. But like, yeah, seriously, you should know who it is.
There's more than two in this town.
But, but yeah, like I was actually down at Monk's like the other day because I was gonna go talk to Casey. I didn't know like what his hours were, because like I know he could probably like hook me up with stuff like even around there, so-
Absolutely. Well, I mean, and you guys found us. We're all connected on Facebook
Yeah.
and stuff. I was already talking to Christian earlier about like, yeah, man, you need names of venues and people to call and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Like this mentor group, like we can hook you up with every connection we have, and I think I know we're all willing to do that.
That's another thing. I've been walking around with my friend Ev, actually. Hi.
She's back there. What's up?
And just checking out venues around Main Street, Warehouse District, et cetera, looking for places. But the problem is, you have to be 21, because most of them are bars. Like
If
the
you
Lift.
if you approach a place right, they technically hire you for the night. You just gotta schmooze them a little bit.
Schmooze 'em.
Yeah.
Press kit.
Like, hey man, I know this is cool, and then like have like maybe the law on like a little piece of paper in your back pocket. Like, I could totally be in here if I'm working. Because bars can hire. I mean, you guys could be bar backs. You guys could like work in bars. If you bar back like gets beers and just stocks them in coolers. You don't serve people. So like you guys can work in bars. So like you can be a working entertainer in a bar too. You just gotta let them know that you know that.
Just don't touch the liquor. That's all you gotta do. Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's a big wrench in the gears if you steal liquor, but that's just a life lesson. That's every other day too.
For the what to do after the DAC, I'm probably going to do what I've always been doing, which is sit at home and get yelled at by my mom and sister saying that I've been playing my music too loud. That's about it.
That's part of it, man. I have a twin brother, and our first band was with each other, and we got yelled at a lot.
You have a twin brother?
I have a twin brother.
Why have I not met
Evil twin.
It's actually
Which
true.
one is
It's
this?
actually
That's not Stefan, and I'm not Drew.
Flips table. You've been lied to.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted pizza, man.
Yeah, same.
Food. Wrap this up. You got something to say, dog?
Yeah, get in.
What I was looking at doing afterwards is getting like a solid like a set list down like of songs that feel good at like solid on performing.
Yeah.
And then I've been looking at like PA systems, and I don't know if I should invest in one before we go to like a venue set up. And like I don't know if this is just me talking or a lot of people thinking it, but I've been looking around and see how much they are and see if I need one or if the venue would already have it.
Almost across the board, you won't need one. Almost every place would at least have a way to have a small setup for you. If they do music, like they'll have a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with that right out of the gate, unless you're gonna like practice doing vocals at like a house or something. then
Yeah.
a small thing would be.
So I'd be able to like go with my guitar or whatever and be like, hey, am I good? Or would I need like a mic?
I would
to-
call them first.
Be like, yo, I'm here to play.
Yeah, I would be in contact with them before and like arrange a thing, because I mean a lot of places are cool like that.
But also, I was thinking if I were to do stuff outside though, like at a farmer's market.
If you're gonna do stuff like that outside of the
Yeah.
venue, then yeah, you need something to
Yeah.
come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you did.
That was cool. I saw them there. It was fun.
Who's up? Everyone was
I'll go.
everyone was shouting a second ago.
Okay,
Now nobody's
so
talking.
Logan and I are planning on like continuing. Yeah,
I'm saying,
mixtape
that crap
coming out
needs to
soon. It's
happen.
fire. But no, actually, we're thinking about performing like certain venues together.
Absolutely.
And he
I'll
has-
send you guys the
he
same
has
contacts I'm
connections
sending.
too,
Oh
so-
yeah, and you already know Toots too. Like
Yeah.
yeah, anytime you guys need a list of ideas of places to talk to, hit one of us up. What's up? Josie's next. Hands up.
This is a random idea that just popped into my head, but if like any serious bands develop from here, then maybe they could try signing up for Summerfest in Wisconsin.
No.
I'm saying like
Nah, the
serious
the
bands.
Stones played last year. I don't think we're quite on.
Oh,
that level.
Well, that is.
Yeah.
I know bands in Milwaukee that can't get on that, but there are festivals and there are tons of other things that
Yeah.
aren't as huge as Summerfest that you should totally
I know
talk to
that
about.
last year there was a Win the Gig contest that they do every year at Summerfest.
Oh, to get
And
on a
there
stage
was-
there, yeah.
Yeah, there was a small band from Wisconsin called Green Screen Kid. They performed there, so I got to see them live.
There you go.
But yeah, if any legit bands come from this place, we should do that and then get save up money and then go there.
Yeah.
Do a road trip.
I'm about to
That'd be
say,
fun.
okay, if any bands, I mean, because you guys are already serious bands. If you guys continue with this, you better thank every one of us in the liner notes. I need 2 points off the top royalties on all those sales.
Free CDs signed.
Yeah, just send me a CD. That's all I need. If you have
Vinyl.
shirts, yeah, if you print a
Free
shirt,
merch.
give me a shirt.
For me, dear God, for me, dude, pizza. True. I'm gonna
Pizza?
wrap this up.
Okay.
I loved working with everybody here, meeting everybody here. Everybody here is so freaking talented, dude. Like,
Across the
Yay.
table.
you guys
Boom.
are freaking,
Bam.
oh my gosh, I would love to just be in contact with all of you and eventually just work on something, man. You guys are way too talented not to be noticed, man. So let's everybody get in the middle real quick.
Let's get into this.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Everybody's getting in this, correct?
All of Sunshine, come
Sunshine,
on.
get in that.
All of our hands are in the middle of the table,
This
wiggling.
is true. This is what.
Wiggling.
Oh,
Okay.
Are you serious? Dear
Okay.
God.
On 3, Project 1. 1, 2, 3. Project 1!
Let's get pizza.